Hello, everybody. I hope you are well today. I am here. Please clock in for your shift. Thank you for being here. It is thundering very much outside where I live, and I'm imagining we can blame that for the choppy internet today. It's probably not that, but that's what we're gonna go with. Um, Give me one second here. I hope he's doing well. I see people in the chat. Thank you for being here. I see, oh, okay, Grammy Rita, Courtney, Mikey was here earlier, Katie, Hayden Harris, Hector, Presto, thank you for being here. You know I'm in charge of when it starts. Billy Elliott, thank you for being here as well. Um, if I die before I wake, I pray to Larry Beaver, my Larry Beaver, my soul I do bequeath. That doesn't rhyme. I thought it was if I shall die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. So, and then there's more, but I never learned it. I didn't go to church. Denali Mike was here or is here. Katie Watson, yes, casino is open, people. You can gamble. Hi. Jerry, you just moved in. Welcome. Becky New, what's up with you? Oh, that rhymes. Bruce Davis, hello. Cellulite Yoga Pants. Hector, I already said Hector Beverly. COSGS. Sashina just got home from her first day of work. Sashina, how was it? Tell us, do pray tell. How are the gremlins? Are they there yet? I mean, the children. And you know I love kids. Well, I love my one kid. Um, did you have to smack anyone with a ruler yet? Courtney, it is real school, okay? It's not naughty school. But thank you for the reminder. I need to pick up a few rulers. This is probably the perfect time of year to do that. Um, Anyways, let's go ahead and everyone tell me what you had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had for dinner. I know it's a bit early in some places. It's 16:25, 4:25 my time, Pacific time. And so that's a bit early, but I'm going to get sushi later, so that'll be fine. Uh, yeah. Sashina, I think here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna just say this. This will be maybe this is gonna be a rant of mine that I regret giving, but I don't think school is very important. Oops. Did you hear me say that? I don't. Uh, I think everybody learns in their own way. I've really rarely used what I learned at school in an actual fucking lesson that I turned in. I've learned a lot of social interaction, and I think school is important for that. I've learned a lot of poor make work is what I think a lot of school is. And then some random testing because somebody decided that, hey, we got to test this shit. Every year I go into it with my daughter's teachers and I just look them dead in the eye, say, I respect you as an educator. I know that you know when a child in front of you is growing, regardless of what they put on paper. And I also know that you can put whatever you want on paper because we have an independent education plan here. So we have a bit of a way to handle this. So we can either make it like really annoying, or you can just go with your instinct in teaching my daughter. I don't want you to send her home with homework because it's not going to get done. And I don't want you to fail her either because I don't want her to feel like she's a failure because she already reads and writes in 2 languages and can do a lot of shit. So I'm really not concerned about your stupid assignment that you want done 3 times, a rough draft, a second draft, and a good copy. Are you fucking joking? No, you get 1 time. That's it. I hate that for kids that just work that way because it's degrading to your creativity and to your like life. And I get that like 70% of people have to be able to like do stupid jobs that nobody really like wants to do unless they train you from a very young age. I'm just joking. That is my conspiracy theory, but that is the method I've taken to taking care of my daughter's school issues throughout. And she likes going to school, and that's a win for me. That's all I ask. But your new school board's a nightmare. See, again, these are fucking people. You know what I would do if I was in charge? All the money. All the money. You have 2 things. You have somebody that runs a school that is in charge of money, okay? And then you have somebody that runs a school that's in charge of teachers. And the teachers don't worry about the money, and they get paid good. And you can make lots of money off of school. Look, I could profit schools, okay? We could make some profit off some school situations and make things work. Very attentive audience in some ways. You could, anyways, regardless. Okay. I am distracted now because it's a med check time, which means if you take meds, take your meds. I have to take mine too. And then we are going to watch some court. I'm going to go back. Oh, jobs are so lame, Courtney, right? Jobs are lame, just like school's lame a little bit, but oh, fuck, chat got moved. But here's the thing. When I started working in high school and was like doing really good work, like real work where it wasn't like, oh, could you do this homework and then come and chat with us? It was like, oh, show up to work and here's your money because you bossed it. And I'm like, wow, I'm probably going to listen to these people a lot more. And so I legitimately spent a lot of time and energy learning the bank curriculum. They had an online school that you were allowed to do as much as you wanted, and nobody did any except me. I did like all the courses. It was exactly the like the reward system I needed for school. Pay me to do it while I'm there, literally, not just like in whatever, just by the minute, pay me. Also reward me for doing the classes, but don't hound me about it ever. Perfect situation. Apparently I finish all the classes like that. Anyway, oh, and they have to be online at my own pace. There we go. Orlando Chiquita's here. Donna, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Beverly, yeah, absolutely. Every child, no matter what color they are, should have an opportunity in school. In the US, you have a major problem with this. In Canada, we also have a major problem with this, especially with Indigenous children. They are overrepresented in a lot of areas and underrepresented in funding that they are given. And so that's a problem too. That's a problem for another day. Anyways, you guys, if you're just getting here, please make sure you've clocked in for your shift by hitting that like button. We are going to watch some Bothell Court. Like, here's I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it might be a fucking translator one because we know I try not to pick the translator ones, but sometimes that's what we do. Like I said, give me one moment. We'll get to the right screen. Oh, and like I said, there's super thunder and like thunder outside. I guess there's maybe lightning. Does lightning always accompany thunder? Are there like 2 peas in a pod? Yes, let's get going.
Once you sign it, I can have her sign when she comes on.
Oh, she's not even here yet, huh?
No.
You
I can take the Spencer Shoemaker person and go into a breakout if you want me to try and find out who that is.
Okay, please.
If you do not have thunder without lightning, see a good attention in that
Good
science class.
afternoon, everyone. We're here for the Bothell Municipal Court 1:30 calendar for Monday, the 28th of August. I'm Judge Mara Rosano. This calendar is being conducted on Zoom. It is also being live streamed to YouTube. Anyone watching on YouTube who wishes to participate in a particular case needs to go to the Bothell Municipal Court website, click on the link to video court, and then click on the link to enter the virtual courtroom. Once there, let the administrator know which case it is you wish to be heard on, and that information will be conveyed to me. The official record of these proceedings will be made and maintained by the Bothell Municipal Court. Anyone making a recording without having obtained prior approval of the court may be subject to legal action, including but not limited to contempt proceedings. With that, I believe we are ready to proceed this afternoon. Good afternoon, counsel.
Hey, good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Circle of the City, we have Ms. Kitness here for, I believe, the Madani case with Southern E and E.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, I am here for Mr. Al-Madani. And I
All
believe
right.
present via Zoom.
Yeah, this is a PDF form.
I do see those, yes.
And for the record, Your Honor, Annie Kidney is on behalf of Mr. Al-Madani.
Okay, just firstly, Annie, you were on stage. You looked very nervous there. This is Annie's maybe first time on the Zoom court, which would be weird to me. She's really sounded nervous there, didn't she? I was to compliment her plant. She has a lovely plant there behind her.
Yes, I am here for Mr. Al-Madani.
The Madani case with Southern E and E.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, I am here for Mr. Al-Madani. And I
All
believe
right.
present via Zoom.
Yeah, this is a PDF form.
I do see those, yes.
And for the record, Your Honor, Annie Kidney is on behalf of Mr. Al-Madani, and this is a request for a 6-month set over. And we've submitted a waiver of time for trial in order setting court dates, as well as a waiver of right to jury trial.
Hold on, maybe I didn't hear that right. This is a request for a 6-month set over in trial. First of all, what did she waive at the end? The waive something with the jury trial. I gotta re-listen to it. My sign is missing glitter. I like that. I thought you meant the intermission sign. I was like, I didn't make that sign. But you're talking about the most should be moist. I like it.
6 months set over. And we've submitted a waiver of time for trial in order setting court dates, as well as a waiver of right to jury trial.
Mr. Al-Madani, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
I do have those two documents before me under your cause number 3A020540. The first one I'd like to go over with you is the waiver of right to jury trial. It looks like you have signed this document. Did you have a chance to read it before you signed it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you go over it with Ms. Kidnitz as well?
I went over it with my attorney. Yeah.
All right. And you understand if by this document you're telling me that you would like to give up a constitutional right that you have to have a jury of 6 persons hear your case. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you know that the reason that we have 6 persons is that means all 6 have to agree before a verdict could be reached.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that by giving up that right, you are basically saying one person can make that decision, that being a judge or judicial officer. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to give up this constitutional right?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Other than the potential resolution of this case, I should say. All right. I will accept the waiver of right to jury trial. I will remind you what's indicated there that you have 10 days from today's date to change your mind for any reason and just say, I would like my right to a jury trial reinstated. If you do make that decision, you just need to notify the court, which would probably be easiest to do through your attorney. After that, any request to have that right reinstated would be up to the court to make a finding of good cause to reinstate that right. It would not be an automatic thing. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Moving on to the next document, it looks like there is a waiver of time for trial. And again, it looks like you've signed this document in two places, indicating first that you would like me to continue your court date. And looks like you are asking me to reset that into February of 2024 with an indication here that you would have that be the commencement date, making then the last allowable day for trial or 90th day after that date would be May 27th of 2024. That would be the last day available to bring you to trial. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Lohr, any objection to this continuance?
No, yeah, no objection.
All right, so I will accept the waiver of time for trial. I will grant your request for a continuance. We'll set this matter as requested to February 27th of 2024 at 1:30 in the afternoon for a stipulated bench trial. All right. So we'll see you on February 27th at 1:30, either for that stipulated bench trial or for the agreed upon resolution. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We'll see you then. Take care and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Is
Honor.
that-
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I believe we have two more trial sets. One is
Thank you, computer, for listening to me finally. Karen, welcome. Nice to see you, friend. Iowa Backyard Cam. I'm like, I don't know what to call you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video. If you're just getting here, please do click the like button. It's such a great way that you can help me out. Thank you all for being here. Okay, let's just debrief just a moment on that. Because okay, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Okay, holy shit. It's 6 months to February, y'all. That's concerning in itself. Anyways, okay, well, their math is right. I thought they were giving them a lot more time. Anyways, we have now, so we set that aside, said that he won't take a jury trial and that he's definitely going to do it February 27th, 2024. If only I won't be shoveling snow. I live in the part of Canada that gets no snow. So I don't ever shovel snow. I don't even have a freaking snow jacket or boots. I literally don't have boots. When it does snow very occasionally here, I'm a little bit screwed. I have rain boots because like it's thundering and lightning right now, but anyways, you guys, thank you again for being here. If you are just new, welcome. We are watching some court in my kitchen. And we're going to see what else is coming in with this lawyer. I think the prosecutor did look a little bit confused, but this is our regular lady. I'm hoping the other lady that popped up and looked all weird on screen comes back, because I always love to think about what they're thinking. Anyways, let's go.
Mr. Dan Jumbo. He's on. It's cause number 3A03533851.
Sorry, he signed in to Zoom, his court Zoom's Mike D-Day. That's got to go down in history. Mike DJ. Also, don't worry about going to sleep, y'all. It's okay. We don't sleep shame here. You can be up late with us or go to bed early. That's totally fine. You just do the replay crew and you write your note in the comments, and that's how we know that you followed up. That's it. That's good. DJ, seriously, dude, come on. You're in court. Again. This is just great. Also, where is he sitting? Is he sitting against a chain link fence against a sea can? That's the vibe I'm getting here from him.
And good afternoon, Your Honor, Caitlin Pimentel, present with Mr. Dan Jumbo. That's correct. Not noting, discovery has been completed. We're not requesting a 3-5 hearing at this time. Looks like current expiration puts us into
Jeez,
the
take the wheel.
October terms.
Oh my god, look at this. His fucking Zoom name says Jesus take the wheel. You guys, I wish I was making that up. I haven't watched this yet. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What is going on?
So there's not an additional waiver of time for trial, simply what the current expiration is.
Give me just a moment to get that to open up. For some reason, things are a little slow today. All right.
Jesus, what are you doing?
Mr. Dan Jumbo, good afternoon. If you want to go ahead and unmute your microphone. There we go.
Now we got Corey.
I do have a document here indicating an order on pretrial conference, indicating that the parties are ready to proceed to trial, that discovery has been completed. It also indicates that any statements you may have made to law enforcement outside of court are stipulating to their admissibility. You do understand that you have the right to have a hearing to challenge the admissibility of those statements, and that you could testify at that hearing. Any testimony you gave would not be available to the city in their case in chief, but would only be available for them for impeachment purposes, should you testify differently from that at trial. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you still wish to stipulate to the admissibility of the out-of-court statements?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I will accept that stipulation. It looks like the request is that I schedule this matter for readiness in the October trial term for October 10th at 1:30 in the afternoon for readiness. Your trial would then be scheduled sometime the following week, in the week of October 16th. I will need you to be at the court on October 10th at 1:30. On that date, there may be additional additional motions that may be heard, but also on that date, we will determine which day of the following week your case will go to trial. Okay?
Okay, so it's not video court?
Nope, it's in person at the Bothell Municipal Court on October 10th at 1:30.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see you then.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Your Honor, if we can address Miss Paul's matter next briefly. This is also off the 1:30.
Yeah, we need to address Miss Paul's issue here. And this is an issue that a lot of ladies face when you put on fake lashes like that. Okay? You can't do those strippy lashes without putting on your eyeliner. What are you doing, Amanda? You're coming to court. I don't know when else you would get made up for. Oh, like a date, I guess, or like going out with friends. I don't know. I maybe would have done my makeup for court.
Address Miss Paul's matter next briefly. This is also off the 1:30 calendar. This is cause number 33189. In looking at the discovery in this matter, this is a first pretrial after arraignment. This is a conflict. We do represent the co-defendant in this case, so she will need conflict counsel assigned.
All right. Ms. Paul, good afternoon. If you want to go ahead and unmute your microphone.
Good afternoon.
So it looks like Ms. Pimentel has discovered that this is a conflict case for her office, which means that a new attorney will need to be appointed. The effect of that is multiple effects. First, you get a new attorney, but the other is also that it restarts the time for trial clock as of today. So we would reschedule this for new hearing dates. Obviously, the reason for that is so that the new attorney can be up to speed and know what's going on. It looks like the next attorney in line is Jamie Kim. So we'll get you her contact information. So you'll be able to get a hold of her, and then we'll go ahead and schedule this for pretrial. Madam Clerk, are we still scheduling to September? Are we October 5th, I think is, oh, there we go. Thank you. October 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon for video by Zoom again, or would you prefer to be in person?
Video would be great because I do live farther away from, yeah.
Okay, so October 2nd at 1:30 by video. Your trial will now be the November trial term. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Right, and again, make sure we have a good contact information so that we can get you Miss Kim's contact information so you can get a hold of her and
Yes.
know what's happening before your next court hearing. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Take care. We'll see you on October 2nd.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. Did she just? First of all, I'm gonna. Well, okay. Maybe it's unfair because I feel like I'm on Zoom all the time, although I'm not on Zoom, but it seems unnatural to me to hold your hand like this the entire time. She was like, was she covering something? I don't know. And then at the end, when she finished, she crossed her fingers when she said, like, we'll see you on the 27th or whatever date it was. She crossed her fingers.
Contact information so you can get a hold of her and
Yes.
know what's happening before your next court hearing. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Take care. We'll see you on October 2nd.
Okay, thank you.
To be fair, she could have been going to for the second.
See, Mr. Kim is present in the Zoom room. We could address that. That's a trial set.
All right, and I
want to see where Jesus
do see the
away.
order setting the order on pretrial conference.
And also for the record, I disclosed the defense witness to prosecution today.
I did see that as well. Thank you. Mr. Lord, did you receive that information?
Yes, Your Honor, the city has received that information.
All right, thank you. Mr. Kim, if you want to go ahead and unmute your microphone and turn on your video, please.
A week, Sashina. I'm gonna be. I know that I'm just gonna tell you this. Well, we know what happens when my daughter tries to lie to me. I'm like a lie detector, and she never does. She just tries a little bit sometimes, and then it doesn't work. And I'm like, you got to try harder than that. Like, be better. If you're gonna lie to me, be better. I was told that if I got my belly button pierced when I was a child, like a teenager, without permission, that my dad would come in while I was sleeping and rip it out with pliers. Now, I don't think my dad would do that, but I waited till I was 18, and then on my 18th birthday, I went and got my belly button pierced. And then we have all heard the story of me getting my tongue pierced, chipping my teeth, not being able to speak.
It says my video is on and my mute is not on.
Okay, so I can hear you, but I still can't see you for some reason. Is there something blocking your camera? Oops, he just got muted again.
Actually, looks like his connection dropped. Oh, he's back.
Okay. Mr. Kim, he's not connected to audio, I don't think.
My
All right. There we go. All right. It looks like he has a bad connection. So if you're doing both video and audio, it looks like it's dropping.
I think he may be in a remote area at present.
Did they all creed frame? Or are they just still as can be? Oh no, I paused it somehow.
All right. For future reference, then he can appear in court. It'll be easier that way. So, Mr. Yeah, it looks like we lost. All right. Do we have
Jesus
Mr.
is
Kim
back.
back yet?
Jesus, take the wheel, Mikowski.
I don't know where he happens to go because all of a sudden he just pops back on, and so there he is. He's not actually leaving the meeting. He's just kind of invisible for a moment.
Okay. Mr. Kim, I'm going to go ahead and give you permission to not turn on your video, just turn on your audio so that we can hopefully conclude this hearing. You keep losing bandwidth.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and turn your video off if you'd
Okay.
like. I was able to see you. I do have a document here called an order on pretrial conference under your cause number 33284. Looks like the parties are agreeing that discovery is complete. And that there's a request to set the matter for hearing for a constitutional argument with regard to the ordinance and a 3.5 hearing. When shall we, it looks like the motion hearing is deferred to the court.
I have no idea when the court sets those hearings. But with adequate notice, Mr. Kim can be present at any given date. With regard to the 3.5 hearing, I don't even know that we're necessarily not going to end up stipulating anyway. I'd suggest that we could reserve that until morning of trial.
All right. So 3.5 hearing will be reserved until the morning of trial with regard to the motion to dismiss for the unconstitutionality of the statute or the ordinance. Mr. Lord, any particular date that you would, this motion has been briefed. I do have a question out to the parties with regard to additional briefing. Unless this is different from the other constitutionality challenges, Mr. McMahon, that we've received from your office.
It is not significantly different.
All right, so I did send an email out last week asking for additional briefing in a particular area. But other than that, that email, just for your information, Mr. McMahon, was sent to Ms. Pimentel to be forwarded. I don't think I saw that you had taken over the briefing, and so
I was unaware of any of that you just told me until now. But if Ms. Pimentel's got that under control, I'll trust that she'll handle that.
All right. I think that, and I apologize, I've forgotten who the original attorney was that from your office that was briefing the matter.
I think we let Mr. Weistanner argue it, but I think Mr. Iannotti probably wrote the briefing.
All right. Well, either or, anyone who wishes can respond. And Mr. Lohr,
Okay, what we're going to vote on now is if we think she's going to address him as Jesus, a reprimand, or Jesus. What do we think? Jesus? She's going to reprimand him, or maybe Mr. Mikowski. But seriously, what do you think she's going to, how do you think she's going to address this coming up? That's my question. So put your thoughts into the chat, what you think. Jesus, please God, Jesus. Again, let's think about what some other judges might do in this situation. In fact, we know what Judge Middleton would do when I think that guy genuinely didn't know that was his Zoom name. I don't even think he meant to do that. This guy is lying down in bed, first of all, as he shows up to court. Okay? So he already has such deference for the court. Yeah. Again, it's like one thing not doing your makeup. It's a total another showing up in bed with your name, Jesus, take the wheel, McCoskey, whatever it is. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to say that because obviously they're going to have to address it. And if they don't address it in this video, we have a few more we have to sift through, but I will get to the bottom of this.
Sent that to Ms. Greenwood as she had been representing the prosecutor's office. So with that, I would like to schedule this. Let's go ahead. Madam Clerk, are we scheduling motions for the 5th of September? Or because that's a holiday week, I'm not sure if we have motions on that week.
Readiness.
Oh, that's readiness. Sorry.
So it's either the 19th, October 3rd, or October 24th.
Let's set this to September 19th. This should be concluded by then.
Understood.
Right.
We,
Just a question, I believe, I briefly spoke with Ms. Pimentel about the email that you sent on Friday. Was there a date that you would like the response to that question?
The sooner the better. I was going to give you, hopefully it would be something within a week or so. That statute is well briefed or well covered in MIP and disorderly conduct challenges to ordinances. So I think that there should be plenty of material for you to both sides to work with. So let's go ahead. And I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, I think you were about to say something about the 19th of September.
yes, could we possibly set the motion for either 2 or 2:30?
Let's do that. The 2:30 time would be better.
Thank you.
And I hate to be difficult, but Ms. Greenwood has been heading this motion, and she's just finished it up. She's out that week of 18th through the 22nd.
So we could set this to the October 3rd date.
Yes, we only have one case set at that time, so 1:30 would be fine.
Okay, October 3rd at 1:30 then.
Thank
is
you,
all this. Hopefully, Mr. McMahon, your office won't have any difficulty on that date.
Oh, we're here all day, every day.
All right. All right, so we'll see, we'll set that and hopefully briefing on that relatively soon. All right. So with that, Mr. Kim, I'm sorry, we've all been talking legal talk here. Breaking it down, your attorney has noted a motion to have your case dismissed based on a challenge to the actual stat or ordinance, the law that you have been cited under. And we're scheduling, that issue has been raised before me, but it is not concluded yet. So we're going to schedule the hearing on that for October 3rd at 1:30. So be at the court on October 3rd at 1:30.
Okay, sounds good, Your Honor.
And then on that date, we'll determine whether you'll need to be back on October 10th at 1:30 to determine when your case is going to go to trial. But right now, your next court date is October 3rd at 1:30 at the Bothell Municipal Court.
Okay, in person, right? Correct, Your Honor?
Person, yep.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, we'll see you then. Take care.
You too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, up next, we have Mr. Granberry. That's going to be a motion continue for disposition date.
I don't have any motions to continue, so are we doing this on O Court at this point?
I filled one out and sent it the old way that we were doing with the court forms and all that. Did we transition to a court?
I didn't think we had, but I was a little nervous because I haven't seen any continuances at all in my inbox.
Nor have I, Your Honor. Did you send them to me, Mr. McMahon, or Miss Greenwood?
I'm fairly confident you, but I will double check and I will do it over again if it was Miss Greenwood.
While we're waiting, I see we have Miss Sweet here.
And yeah,
And I
that's
do-
right. Also, Miss Kim's case, cause number 3A04429112. We have a trial set. I believe that's in the cloud for the October trial term.
And I do have that form. Ms. Kim, it looks like you're indicating that discovery is complete, that there will be a hearing with regard to the admissibility of any out-of-court statements. Are you reserving that for the morning of trial?
I would think that it may be a little bit complex rather, so I would rather have it on September 19th. That's what I indicated on there. And I can file a brief this
Oh, I
week.
do see that. Okay. So I will go ahead and set motions for September 19th at 1:30. Ms. Sweet, your microphone is muted. I don't know if you can unmute that for me. Good afternoon. Hi. So I do have the order on pretrial conference we've been talking about that says things are ready to go to trial with a few other hearings. So we're going to, discovery is complete. We're going to schedule the 3.5 hearing for September 19th at 1:30 in the afternoon as requested.
Okay.
So you'll need to be at the court. That's in person. That's not by Zoom. On September 19th. I'm sorry.
Sorry, am I allowed to bring my kids with me?
You can, but it would be a good idea to have somebody there with that can kind of keep an eye on them, just because you may have to be working with your attorney. So that's something I think you should discuss with Ms. Kim.
Okay.
But children are allowed in the courtroom. It's just I want to make sure you can focus on your case as well.
I'm
If I
talking. Okay, I have something to say to Victoria. Victoria, it doesn't work. Bringing them to the courthouse doesn't keep you out of jail, so don't try it. It's just disturbing to involve your children in that. Secondly, did we catch the waffle fry? Did we catch the fucking waffle fry? Okay, we gotta go back a little bit here. There's somebody eating waffle fries in this court. What the fuck is going on? This is one clip. It's called Bingo. It's all we need is somebody that's gonna start work on Monday, their new job, and like one other thing, and I think we've got it all. Yeah. The waffle fry is coming up. And you're gonna have to give me a minute once we're done with this one, because we got to go on to find the next one, because Jesus apparently hasn't been dealt with, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Now she doesn't want to talk. Come on.
You can, but it would be a good idea to have somebody there with that can kind of keep an eye on them, just because you may have to be working with your attorney. So that's something I think you should discuss with Ms. Kim.
Okay.
But children are allowed in the courtroom. It's just I want to make sure you can focus on your case as well.
If I can find somebody, of course, I would never, it's not what I want to
understand.
do. Okay.
I understand.
I just wanna-
We can talk more about that, Victoria.
Okay. All right.
All right. So with that,
Nina M, we have done multiple evenings of court bingo where I actually created bingo cards for everybody, and we did court bingo. I'll pull up a bingo card after we're finished with this hearing here. It's a little more tough than it's just fun to call bingo all the time. You can call bingo in here anytime if you got your bingo card full. Anyways, this is exactly working with your attorney, KLF equals go to jail. Again, she's just begging her, don't bring your damn kids to the court. It's like, oh, the court is a welcoming place for children. Yeah, no, it's not when their parents are being arrested. It's like, yeah, talk.
I'll see you on September 19th. We'll set this to the October trial term. So trial readiness will be on October 10th, but on September 19th, we'll go over that again. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm
Thank
going to
you.
sign the order on pretrial conference. All right. Mr. Lord, no
Claire
objection to
Fart,
any of
let's
that. Is that
talk.
correct?
Comment. Are you in the
That's correct,
Discord?
Your Honor, no objection.
All right. So I've signed off on that, and we'll see everybody on September 19th at 1:30.
And Your Honor, Ms. Kim said that she would file a brief. Ms. Kim, is this like just a regular 3-5 brief or something I need to respond to?
Just a 3-5 brief.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have any other matters that are ready to proceed at this time?
Yeah, I still haven't
DOG?
received the Granbury motion to continue.
I confirmed that I definitely sent it to your thing the second time if I didn't do it the first time. It says it has now been emailed to the additional signers for their signatures. It possibly go into your spam folder.
Glitter Fart.
No,
Email
I
will
haven't
come.
had anything in my spam folder since the 24th.
All right, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take a very brief recess. Once you have the
Is it mail me? And I'm muted. I'm not gonna steal anybody's videos. Just hold on. Making me mad. I don't have any Larry Beaver or guy in a truck or any of this stuff. Okay. None of it. This court is crazy. I want to find out what happens to Jesus. Oh, Glitter Fart. I don't know exactly what you said to begin with, but if you ever want to get a hold of me, my email address should have come up. Yeah, it did come up. There we go. Look at that. I was ahead of the game on something. Like, Kay, you should grab that clip, or somebody else, Mikey, anybody. You know, I'm not going to even chance it, even though that's beautiful. That whole fucking sequence of events there was beautiful. Me and YouTube Daddy see eye to eye on giving it a good old college try. So, but somebody should. Because the masses will love it, just like we loved it. So let me just see if I can find Jesus. What did we end up going with, by the way? Also, I changed the font size on something and I pretty much couldn't see part of it. So now I can a little bit better. Oh, come on. Lisa, for your back pain, that came in a minute ago. I'm sorry, I missed it. For your back pain, if you're going to try an edible, you should start with 1-to-1 ratio if you don't smoke any weed already, and then start there. If you do already use THC a little bit, should start maybe with maximum 10 milligrams of THC, an indica probably, and take a bath, maybe with a bath bomb they might have. Hi, Erica Thorpe. No THC yet. Okay, so 5 milligrams, in fact, not 10. I would do 5 milligrams of THC, and that sounds really low. It is really low. It might not work the first night. You'll have to just try the next night at 10, and then you go up a little bit each night until you find the dose that works for you, and that's how you don't get fucked up. If you want, there's a cream I can send you a link of if you shoot me an email. I don't know if you can get it, but it's amazing for it, and it's topical. Thank you, Glitterfart. Yeah, RLS. Here's the thing. Like, I used to manage a dispensary and help a lot of different patients with their different needs. You never really want to start anybody smoking, even vaping, to be honest. So you're ideally just looking at other methods of ingestion. So I would start real low. If you have something like that's 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams, just cut it in half, take half of it, take a nice bath, relax. If they have like a massage oil at your dispensary, that would be good, but you need somebody else to use it with you. Again, that's not going to make you super high, but it is just going to help you with feeling more relaxed. Okay. So they literally, I've got the next clip going. A CBD rub is good as well. Hi, Bruce. No, sorry, Lisa. If you 1-to-1, you can probably take whatever the dosage request is, because 1-to-1 is not going to make you high. If you're just doing pure THC, which is probably going to help your back feel better, just to be honest, it's the pain reliever part. I would do 5 milligrams of just THC. That's for nighttime to start with. If you are going to do like daytime, you could do pretty much any dosage of 1-to-1 ratio. You're not getting high. CBD negates the effect of THC at a 1-to-1 ratio. So you legitimately will not get high. That's why yeah. So 1-to-1, you will not feel any psychoactive effect, but you will get the THC effect. But it can be quite expensive. So that would be good. If you did it under your, like a tincture is usually good, either oil or alcohol based, depending on what your preferences are. If it's an oil, you actually want to ask some questions about how long the oil, like how long has the product been there? What kind of oil is it made from? Is it a grapeseed oil? Like, you have to remember that these products are also food in a way. So like, especially grapeseed oil, that actually goes rancid really fast, but it is a good see. So if you are going to use a grapeseed oil tincture, then you'll want to make sure that it's fresh, basically, and stored properly. Yeah, high content CBD is pretty good. THCD is good as well, but she's not gonna. I mean, I don't know where she's at. I can't walk in and get CBD or THCD like reliably. It just doesn't work. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a weed stream on Wednesdays starting soon, so I want you to keep that in mind if you want more info on that kind of stuff. But right now we have the next segment of this court, and let's see if Jesus came back. Did Jesus come back? What is it they say? Jesus wept? Jesus wept when somebody showed up to court with his name. Now nobody wants to talk. Again, when I want to talk, they're all talking. When I don't want to talk, they're fucking paused every time. This is so hard. I paused.
Well, you said like, oh, he's asleep now. Oh, he's asleep.
Hello?
Yep, Sandra, we'll just waiting for the judge. Here. Sit tight.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I got Roman's case. Oh, that's a long time.
Okay, we're back on the record on the afternoon calendar. Just so everybody knows, I have not received any of the continuance forms. So if there are any, they have not made it to me.
We can address a case that doesn't require the court to have a
I'm pretty
continuance
sure
form. We are
the
waiting on
computer
Sandra
is
Walsh.
pre-frame. Oh,
And
there
this
we
is
go.
off of the 130 calendar. This was added on. It's actually a post disposition matter. It's a review. Cause number 37141. In-person hearing, but did notify the court. She's currently doing a deferred prosecution out of Seattle Municipal Court and does have treatment in the afternoons on the.
Sure, you want to stop now? Okay. So Jesus is back. He's sleeping now, it looks like. Also, we have a young lady who appears to be in a vehicle with pink fluffy items.
The only days that we unfortunately have our review calendar. So that's why it was special set to today. This, I believe, was just for proof of the DB victims panel.
Okay, I do note that she appears to be not able to focus on what's happening here. So when she's able to focus on the court hearing, I'll hear this case.
She's a passenger in a vehicle, so I'm not.
Your Honor, Mr. McCoskey is not responding to joining a breakout room. I'm not really sure what to do with him. It appears he might be sleeping.
Mr. McCoskey, this is Judge Rosano. So, Ms. Pimentel, have you had any conversation with Mr. McCoskey?
I have not. He's been popping in and out from what I can tell.
We'll foot the matter. If he is not awake when the matter gets called again, then we'll simply send it to an in-person calendar and he can appear in person. All right, when Ms. Walsh is able to pull over, we'll address her case, but while she's in motion, I won't hear the case.
I have to be lowering. Okay, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Your Honor, have you received any of the continuance forms since we've been waiting?
Yes, I have 2 now. Thank you for checking. All right, looks like Ms. Walsh is now stopped. So we can address her matter. This comes on for review. As indicated, we needed proof of compliance with the domestic violence. Domestic violence victims panel, is that correct? I don't see that we've received that.
Yes, I did send that to the court this afternoon after Ms. Walsh had forwarded it to me, so it's likely in the cloud.
All right, and I did not realize that was there. All right. Mr. Lahr, what is the city's position?
Yeah, the city did receive her proof of victim panel. City's moved to strike the motion or take no action.
All right. So Ms. Walsh, looks like you are in compliance, so we're not going to take any action at this time. Keep up the good work and hopefully things go well in Seattle. Thank you for pulling over and stopping. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care.
Use work. Thank you.
Allowed again to
Hopefully,
try
Your Honor, you should
him.
have Mr. Kreekhoff's as well as Mr. Granberry's orders.
Yeah, at least the
It looks
thing
like
is,
I do have Mr. Kreekhoff's matter. It came up under cause number 38016. Mr. Kreekhoff, go ahead, Mr. Patel.
No, this is a defense
Thank you,
motion for
Laura.
one last continuance. Obviously, this is getting a little bit older, mostly because obviously we were waiting on the finality of the drug loitering motion. There's now popped up is a case, as you can see, from over 2 years ago or almost 2 years ago, but it is a DUI case from 2021. It was just filed a few months ago. And so he is, I think we're very close to a disposition. Now with that having been filed, I just want to sort of check a few more boxes before we move forward, but I do think that we should be ready to move forward at the next hearing. And he was just arraigned on that.
My computer is just very slow right now. Give me just a second. All right. Oh, I did that in South District Court.
Yes.
All right. And then Ms. Pimentel, you did receive my email asking for the additional briefing on the motions that we've had on the drug loitering charge. I sent it on Friday.
Yes, I did receive that.
Okay. So with that, Mr. Law, any objection to this continuance?
No, yeah, no objection.
All right. Mr. Krikov, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I have the document that we've all been talking about, the waiver of time for trial and order setting court dates with your name and case number on it. Looks like you gave Ms. Pimentel permission to electronically sign this document on your behalf. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand by this document, you're asking me to continue your court date again today. Is that correct? And to do that, you've indicated you're willing to waive your right to time for trial 90 days past that next court hearing, all the way out to January 7th of 2024, correct? Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Lohr, no objection, is that correct?
That's correct, no objection.
All right, so I will accept the waiver of time for trial. I will grant your request for a continuance. We'll set this matter as requested to October 9th. And that will begin by Zoom. And that'll be at 1:30 in the afternoon, and your trial will be now in the November trial term. But again, we'll see you back here on Zoom on October 9th at 1:30. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And then Mr. Granberry, I think your matter is going to be the next one in my inbox. Give me just a quick second to pull that up. Yes, that is correct, Mr. Granberry. I have a document before me called the waiver of time for trial and order setting court dates under your cause number 3A019997 has your name on it.
Look at this guy.
Mr. McMahon, is there anything you'd like to put on the record on this?
No, Your Honor, this is an anticipated disposition. He's making a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver of time.
I don't want to hear about what he's gonna say. For times. No. Hi, Mikey. Hope you're doing well. I look at both of the beards on the screen actually, but the guy at the bottom you can't really see. You have to check out the guy that was on before. Well, he might still be here. We're waiting to see what happened to Jesus. He asked him to take the wheel. We don't know if he left or took the wheel or not. Also, hi, Daylight, and everybody that I missed earlier. Please clock in for your shift. Super helpful with YouTube Daddy. You know how he gets these days.
For trial in order to facilitate.
All right. Mr. Granberry, looks like you have given Mr. McMahon permission to electronically sign this document on your behalf. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you understand that by this document, you're asking me to continue your court date today, and that to do that, you've indicated you're willing to waive your right to time for trial 90 days past that next court date, all the way out to December 17th of this year. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Anybody make any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No.
All right. Mr. Lohr, any objection to this continuance?
No, yeah, no objection.
All right. Then I will set this matter as requested to September 19th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Mr. Granberry, that's going to be in person at the Bothell Municipal Court. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
So we'll see you then. Your trial will be in the October trial term if needed, but your next court date, September 19th, 1:30 at the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Take care. See you then. All right. we have any other matters from the? Oh, we have Mr. Makowski. Is he?
He's in the breakout room for Mr. McMahon.
Oh, he did wake up. Good.
Hopefully. Your Honor, on just looking here.
On the 1:30 calendar, do we have the Kim Cochran matter? Did she appear or he appear?
I do not see Mr. Cochran.
All right, there are two cause numbers. Cause number 2A037836 and 33279. Defendant was summoned to appear, is not here. What is the city's request? I guess first off, do you have any information for the court?
I don't believe so. If memory serves me correctly, he was booked. I believe and had. Oh no, I apologize. He was here in July.
And signed for today's dates. I do see a warrant out of Marysville Municipal Court as well. Mr. Lore?
United States requesting a bench amount of $1,000 each. Absolutely.
I was gonna say on the cause number ending in 346, are you requesting a warrant?
Yeah, we had him on bench warrants 3 times where he went for 200, 500, and 500.
All right, Mr. Cochran, and the cause number ending in 33279 authorized issuance of a warrant in the amount of $1,000. The other cause number will simply track with that matter, noting his failure to appear in both. All right. How about Emmanuel Lawrence?
Mr. Lawrence is not present either.
And do you have any information for the court, Ms. Pimentel?
Do not. It looks like he now has a warrant as well, out of South District.
I do see that. Mr. Laura, the defendant was scheduled for today for pretrial, is not here. What is the city's request?
Yeah, the city is requesting a bench amount of $2,000.
$2,000 warrant is authorized. About Derek Swallow, cause number 3A03119112. Was scheduled today for pretrial, 1:30. Defendant was summoned to, or was provided with today's date and time. This was scheduled for driving while license suspended 3rd degree pretrial. Any information, Ms. Pimentel?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Lore?
Yeah, this is pre-trial. This is not arraignment, so the city is asking for a bench warrant of $500. And he's not relicensed yet.
I did note that. I will authorize the issuance of a warrant in the amount of $500. That leaves the McCuskey matter on the 1:30 calendar. So Mr. McMahon, it looks like, is back.
I don't.
I'm trying to get up to speed on what's been going on in a very long case. I'll speak with him when I have that information.
All right. It is 2:20 now, so what I will do is be in recess until 2:30 when I'll come back and call the 2:30 calendar. And we'll see what's happening with Mr. McCuskey at that time. All right.
Look at what that de facto goes to. Great videos by Mikey and Credence and Mikey. Oh, I really didn't mean to play it though. I was so busy going to. Just 1 second. We have to find this guy. So, you know, my computer don't like me at this point. Oh. How's everybody doing? If you're just getting here, make sure that you've clocked in for your shift. Hold on. I know what I can do. I can be bigger. The weather today is frightful. Told you guys. The fire. It's getting put out by the weather. That's what we're hoping at this point. YouTube Daddy. Everybody should be aware of the meetup Mikey's having in Florida. Part of the reason I'm going down to Florida and going to have a good time. You you paid out a lot on your trail money. Like Reed says, it's got a huge advertising budget for the meetup. Okay, hold on. Oh, you were gonna talk about something though that's a good point. I didn't write down. I never wrote them down. What's it? Oh, somebody was saying Leslie's so lovely. It is so lovely to have all here. Every single one of you is special in your own way. You bring a little bit of zazz and sense and a little trash sometimes to our YouTube community, and we appreciate it. Everybody needs to play different roles, and I appreciate each one of you for doing your part to help us all get through life, because every once in a while it's like a Monday or a Tuesday. Like, is it a Monday or a Tuesday? It's a Monday. It's Monday. I blocked that part out. Now it's just really not listening to me. Anyways, something was, yeah, I am all jumpy. Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, we're back on the record on the 2:30 calendar. Looks like we are ready to proceed.
Your Honor, I'm ready on Mr. N's matter. This is cause number 3A0449-088. This is a first pretrial. This is a defense motion to continue. He has very recently resolved that federal way case. I'm just trying to get a little bit of additional information on those probation conditions before moving forward. We did go over the order to appear, including the additional time for trial, and he did give me permission to attach his electronic signature on that document.
Just a moment to pull that up. Okay, I do have that now. Mr. Lord, what is the city's position?
No objection, Your Honor, seeing that this is a first pretrial.
All right. Mr. N, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Your Honor.
I have a document before me under your cause number 3A0449-088. It has your name on it. It's called a waiver of time for trial and order setting court dates. Looks like you gave permission for Ms. Pimentel to electronically sign that document on your behalf. Is that correct?
Right, Your Honor.
Did you go over the document before giving her that permission?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that by this document, you're asking me to continue your court date, and that to do that, you've indicated you're willing to waive your right to time for trial 90 days past your next court date, all the way out to January 7th of 2024. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I will accept the waiver of time for trial. I will grant your request for a continuance. We'll set this matter as requested out to October 9th,
October 9th.
which will be a Monday, back on Zoom again, October 9th at 1:30 in the afternoon. All right?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, and so October 9th at 1:30, your trial will be in the November trial term, but again, your next court date, October 9th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
We'll see you then.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And our next already on Mr. Makovsky's matter, that is off the 1:30 calendar, cause number 2A03043008. We did submit a pretrial order on this matter, confirming this, requesting this to be set in the November jury term. I did go over that with him. At this time, we are noting that discovery has been completed, not requesting a 3-5 hearing, did not have any.
They fucking changed his name. What the actual fuck? God. Okay, let's, I guess, finish this up. Now he looks like a portrait. Oh my God. Look at how it's been paused. That couldn't, it looks like a professional painting or some picture or something. The shadowing, what the heck? Is that just on my end that it looks like that, or does it not look like that to you guys too? Oh my God. It's weird. Okay.
Contacted all with law enforcement and obviously would adhere to all local court rules. He did give me permission to attach his electronic signature on that document.
All right. Mr. Lore, any objection to the pretrial order on pretrial conference? Sorry.
No, yeah, no objection.
All right. Okay, I do have the order on pretrial conference here indicating everything that Ms. Pimentel indicated. It does appear that you would like me to continue this court date so that this matter can be heard in the November trial term. Is that correct? And I need you to unmute your microphone to respond.
Sorry, there we go.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that by asking me to continue this matter to the November trial term, you would be waiving your right to time for trial 90 days past that date to January 5th of 2024. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anybody make any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No.
All right. Then I will accept the waiver of time for trial. We will schedule this matter for readiness on November 7th at 1:30 in person at the Bothell Municipal Court. And
Okay.
your trial on that date will, if any motions come up that need to be heard, we'll address those on that date or schedule them, and we will schedule the matter for trial, which day of the following week the case will actually proceed to trial. Okay?
Okay.
So on November 7th, I need you to be in person at the Bothell Municipal Court.
Okay.
So we'll see you then.
All right. See you then.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Miss Moore is here and Mr. McMahon's just finishing speaking with Mr. Pickrell. We do have Miss Farmer present on the Carrillo Palmera matter. My understanding was that he did log on for a moment, but was not able to stay connected, and we no longer have that individual.
All right. He did not reconnect.
I do not see him. I was out when he popped in, but I was told that he did attempt to connect at one point.
All right. What is the city's position?
Yeah, for the record, I did see him pop in at 3 o'clock, a half an hour after closest starts. He was on for a couple minutes, he popped out and he popped back in, and then we lost him. So at this time, he didn't stay on. The city is requesting a fine point amount of $3,000.
Ms. Pimentel?
Your Honor, I don't have any, again, additional information because I was not in the waiting room or the courtroom when he popped in. Obviously, usually if we do see them, we do try and get them back into court in person. Not sure if there was a specific reason why he was set to video versus in person.
If anybody's looking for seating again, or you can go there, you've got it.
Looks like he
Yeah, it looks like he paid the $50 to have his warrant quashed. And it looks like we did and scheduled the matter for today's date and time. It does appear that he made an attempt to appear, so I will note his failure to appear today and we'll resummons him to an in-person calendar, noting his inability to attend by Zoom in the docket. Ms. Farmer, thank you very much for being here. Sorry that we were not able to utilize your services, but appreciate
Thank you so much,
to be here. All right.
You have a good day, everyone.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Does the interpreter.
And we do have Miss Moore present. That's again off the 2:30 calendar, cause number 3A04061116. I know that Mr. McMahon submitted not a pretrial, excuse me, an order to appear on this. Looks like requesting it be set to October 2nd. I am confident that he did go over that document with Ms. Moore and that she would have given him permission to attach her electronic signatures, both for the actual court date itself as well as the additional time for trial.
This is a fucking joke, right? Is this whole day a joke to these people? Does this woman not realize the blue that's on her face? It's moving around. It's like, is it in her house? I to think I was gonna turn this off. I was like, oh, we done. No, you know what, Paige, just finish. That's what she said. Just finish. What in the fuck, seriously, is going on with her? She's like, it went in her eye and she noticed it too. Also, please clock in for your shifts. Somebody didn't.
Looks like that's a Monday Zoom calendar.
All right. I see that this case has been here hanging out around for a little while. It looks like it's mostly been in warrant status.
Yes, I think this is technically the first pretrial.
All right. Ms. Moore, good afternoon.
Hi.
Before we continue, I'm actually going to ask Mr. Lord, does the city have any objection to this continuance?
No, yeah, no objection to continue, seeing that it's the first pretrial that she's appeared on.
All right. All right, Ms. Moore, I have a document.
I object because I think the matrix is broken wherever she is. This is not working. What's going on?
Before me entitled a waiver of time for trial and order setting court dates with your name and cause number 3A04061116 on it. Looks like you gave Mr. McMahon permission to electronically sign this document on your behalf. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that by this document, you're asking me to continue your court date today, and that to do that, you've indicated you're willing to waive your right to time for trial 90 days past that next court date, all the way out to December 31st of this year. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No, ma'am.
All right. I will accept the waiver of time for trial. I will grant your request for a continuance. We'll set this matter as requested to October 2nd at 2:30 in the afternoon, back here on Zoom again. And your trial date will be in the November trial term. But I'll see you on October 2nd at 2:30 on Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you then. Take care.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Looks like we have Mr. Pickrell here.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm giving a funny look because I can't tell what my computer is doing. It has nothing to do with your case. Okay, I see what that is. All right, Mr. McMahon, what are we doing with Mr. Pickrell's case? Oops, your microphone is muted.
Well, wouldn't be a Zoom calendar if there wasn't one.
Right.
So I don't know if the city's gotten the motion to continue on this one yet. I sent it a few minutes ago. It was taking quite a long delay earlier today, so I don't know if they've seen it yet or not. This is the I believe first or second pretrial in this case. Mr. Pickrell is currently involved in inpatient treatment. There is some investigation I need to do in this case. For all of those reasons, I'm asking the court to grant a motion to continue to the video calendar on October 9th. As much as he can't transport himself in person to court because he's in inpatient treatment and kind of at their whim in terms of where he can and can't go. He's making a knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver of time for trial in order to facilitate the motion to continue.
Mr. Laura, what is the city's position with regard to the continuance?
Yeah, no objection to continue this case.
All right, Mr. Pickrell. Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
I now have a document before me entitled Time for Trial and order setting court dates under cause number 3A045467. Has your name on it. Looks like you gave Mr. McMahon permission to electronically sign this document on your behalf. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you understand that by this document, you're asking me to continue your court date today, and that to do that, you've indicated you are willing to waive your right to time for trial 90 days past your next court date, all the way out to January 7th of 2024. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to time for trial?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I will accept the waiver of time for trial. I will grant your request for a continuance. We'll set this matter as requested to October 9th at 2:30 in the afternoon back here on Zoom again. And your trial will be in the November trial term. But again, next court date, I'm sorry. It looks like Mr. McMahon had a slight slip of the finger on the court date. So we can get that corrected because I don't want you to show up on Sunday. I want you here on Monday the 9th at 2:30. I'm not going to be here on Sunday. I can promise you that.
Did I write October 8th?
I'm sorry?
Did I type October 8th?
You did. Only on one spot. On the commencement date, you put the 9th, but on the hearing date, you put the 8th. So as long as we're all clear that that will be on October 9th at 2:30 on Zoom. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. So we'll see you then. Take care. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I think that's all we have.
Yes, I believe those.
Yeah, that is all we have. You're right. Listen, guys, I have had such a wonderful evening with you. I know it's been a short one in a way, but I told you I'm going to get sushi. Thunder and lightning can't keep me down, won't keep me in. I really appreciate y'all sticking with it. Everybody who's in the pathway of this upcoming storm, please be safe and careful and prepare. You know, I won't be going to any weather chats where they ban me for being myself. F in the chat for the hat. But you can always be yourselves here, even if yourself is a bit of a trolly asshole. That's sort of the welcoming message I have for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're on a slow climb to 500 really cool people who want to be part of our club. Believe me, when we get back up, listen, I'm just going to tell you this. The fucking bragging rights you all will have when we claw our way back up over the original number. And you can be like, oh, where the fuck have you people been? Okay? I'm going to make y'all a badge. It's going to be special. Maybe even stickers. Maybe I'll send out stickers to the 500 club. Anyways, I love you all very, very much. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. Please make sure you've liked the video, that you are having a good night, staying safe. I love you very much. I'm proud of you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, also, I do have to check in on the importation rules for beaver into Florida. But every time I look up beaver in Florida, I get other results. Bye.